Oh, I want to listen to this. I shouldn't have started it. Damn it. Damn it. All right. Let's get to it. A little scared. I've been trying to learn how to play this game off and on all day. I am new to Stellaris. Oh, I'm going to have to set this up in OBS. There we go. Hey, Dan, thank you. Star Crash, the next degeneration. Dude, have you seen Star Crash? That is such an amazing movie. Not for any good reason. No, not at all. Alright, new game, Federation. I went through the tutorial. I'm going to leave the... the speaky lady on.
Greetings, President. I have been assigned to help you on the Federation's mission to spread peace and share scientific advancement throughout the known regions of the galaxy, to solve our problems with diplomacy when we are able, and to defend ourselves successfully when we are not. Keep AI advice on. Tips are enabled. This is our construction ship, which is used for building orbital stations. Once a star system has been fully surveyed, we can order our construction ship to move there and build research and mining stations if the relevant deposits exist in the system's orbital bodies. Though most of these processes are automated, the raw materials still need to be transported to their destinations.
Alright, so I got this construction ship.
This is our government ship. Its specialty is that it can be sent on missions to help our colonies achieve specific economic or military goals. Governors can also be sent to complete unique special projects that are of personal importance to them.
All right. So we're going to move our governor to... It is very complicated. It is very complicated. It's Stellaris.
Fleets are the main organizational unit of the Federation's forces under the umbrella of Starfleet Command. All Starfleet ships double as research or combat vessels as needed, and can be ready for action at a moment's notice. An admiral should ideally be assigned to command each individual fleet. This is our science ship. While all Starfleet vessels are technically science ships, these vessels are specifically designed to survey star systems for resources, research anomalies, and complete special projects.
All right, I'm not really sure what to do with the survey ships. Or to... Yep. Wait, did you say already surveyed? Alright, so maybe you should go help with science. Alright. Now, what else can I do? There's all kinds of tabs. I'm going to have to move my camera slightly.
The Empire score screen shows our current standing compared to our galactic neighbors. Important to note is that force is not the only way of unifying the galaxy. Remembering our civics can also give us a more diplomatic approach. After approximately 3 centuries, the widest-reaching civilization will automatically be named the victor based on the available statistics. This is the mission log, our main center of operations where important briefings are stored. Contact screen is where we can view all of the other civilizations we have established communications with in the Alpha and Beta quadrants, as well as their opinions of us and our diplomatic options toward them.
Planets in my own solar system, or do I have to send them out somewhere? Haven't figured out how to do that yet.
The market is where we exchange resources to better optimize our economy. Resources can be bought or sold here, though prices will not necessarily reflect current production. The laws of supply and demand still exist, after all. Automation can be used to generate recurring trades on a monthly basis. The Planets Management menu shows an overview of our planets, their POPs, and present resource output. Planetary management can be automated here, but this requires the selected planet to be specialized. Edicts are proclamations that change the priorities of our economy through the weight of law. Most edicts carry a penalty, which can be viewed in the tooltip.
Alright.
The tradition screen is where we can view our civilization's tradition trees. A tradition tree must be adopted in order to access its traditions. Adopting individual traditions costs unity, which is produced by buildings and jobs or earned by completing certain events. A significant amount of unity is required to unlock both tradition trees and the traditions they contain, so it is wise to stockpile as much of this valuable resource as possible. The ship designer is where we can engineer our starships with specific modules.
Getting there, Dan.
This process is automated by default, but can also be done manually. Note that due to the difference in size between various classes of starships, the number of modules available for each one can change dramatically. The Fleet Manager is where we design the schematics for our military fleets. When dealing with dozens or even hundreds of ships, management can be vastly simplified by using this menu. Technologies are where we will dedicate the majority of our research. There are few limits to what our scientists can discover. It is recommended to keep each research slot filled with a scientist whose traits best suit them for their field of study. Once research has been assigned, a priority can be set which will place that technology at the forefront of our efforts.
So you get some research. Administrative, office production, staff officers. You know what? This sounds like it might be good. Engineering research. Let's see. Building cost, district cost. Unlocks building, replicator halls. You know, if we can get the costs down early enough in the game, it should help a lot. All right.
The species screen shows all of the species we have previously interacted with. These can be filtered down to show only those who live within our borders. We can set species rights for those who dwell among us, though some options may be limited by our level of technology.
So they're slow because they've got a very strict sense of honor. Hey, Tellarite. Nice, nice, nice. What else?
The Leaders menu is where we can hire, dismiss, or assign governors, scientists, admirals, generals, and spies in need of work. Spies are not immediately available upon game start due to extenuating political circumstances in the galaxy. If they are still unavailable at the time of this message, they will return shortly. The government screen shows our current ruler, values, and any modifiers that may be affecting the day-to-day functioning of our civilization. Our demographics data can also be viewed in the tab below. The Demographics tab breaks down our civilization by population data. It shows how much we have grown, which traits are commonly observed among our pops, and any modifiers that might change how our citizens perform or could affect their quality of life. The mission tree shows the watershed moments in our civilization's possible past and future histories. Each node describes a unique culmination of events that have fundamentally changed or will change our social, economic, and civil trajectories. Choose carefully. A timeline is a delicate thing.
All right, so I need to build a science ship.
The planet summary screen shows us important details about a world and its people, including its districts, resource production and consumption rates, current levels of stability, and planetary designation, if any have been set. Planets can be set to be automatically managed here as well.
Let's get some replicators up and going.
Construction in progress. Our primary metric for categorizing our pops is the job they perform. Jobs can be further categorized into strata, seen in the expanded view. Different jobs produce different types of resources and require an upkeep cost. Beyond their work lives, our pops also need housing and amenities. All of these should be carefully managed to avoid a decline in planetary stability. Ground forces are used for both offensive and defensive purposes. Here we can see our Starfleet Marines and their elite counterparts stationed on this planet. This is also where to view the planet's levels of devastation if it has suffered a recent attack. Once a general has been commissioned, we can hire new ground units using the recruit button. Defensive armies automatically draw from the planet's law enforcement jobs, which are provided by the planetary capital and other defense-related buildings.
Okay. But I wanted...
Starbases are the most
here we
basic
go.
non-planetary units of our civilization. Each starbase we build brings a new system into the Federation. We can also capture hostile starbases by making claims on them. Starbases can be upgraded to include shipyards and other valuable modules. Their presence in a system also expands our borders and increases the warp range of our starships. Once a starbase is built and that system falls under our jurisdiction, we are free to build research and mining stations there, or to terraform and settle any worlds that may be hospitable to life.
Alright, how do I... So those are modules, this is building... How do I make a ship? Oh, shipyard. Need a science ship. What am I missing? I am lacking in green things. Market? Here we go, green things. I need, what, 75? Alright, I can get this going. No, Bethesda ships suck. Alright. And you said all I have to do is send the science ship.
Research stations monitor star systems and collect publishable research based on the data they gather.
Where's my ship set? Alright, there's my governorship. I haven't unpaused the game yet, so my ship should still be exactly where they were, but let's... Science ship, there it is. Alright, so you move to Mars. Alright. We're actually starting the game. We can now use the territorial reparations casus belli against all these fuckers. Don't know what that even means. Alright, ships are going off and doing their stuff. All right, in a blink of the in a blink of an eye, the relative peace enjoyed throughout the Alpha and Beta quadrants for the past half-century lies shattered. A brutal Romulan ambush on the Klingon colony of Khitomer has left over 4,000 dead, though a Federation ship intercepted the Romulan secret transmission. By the time they arrived, only a handful of survivors remained. This massacre marks the beginning of a new political era in our galaxy, one of opaqueness, uncertainty, and renewed hatred for old rivals, and mistrust among even the staunchest of allies. How we choose to treat others will determine the future of our Federation. So we can be proactive, and we can treat any new intelligent species we encounter with respect, or we can be cautious, understood that we understand the universe is a vast and unpredictable place. We'll keep this in mind during first contact. I don't want to be cautious. We're just going to go, woo! Okay. Thank you, Dan. Alright, so independence supported. Romulan Star Empire will now support the independence of the Bajoran Republic. Their overlord must be none too pleased. Ooh, who do you think that is? Who is the Bajoran overlord? Alright. So if I unpause, is this ship... Are you scanning? How do I tell if you're doing anything useful?
This is our galaxy. Most vessels cannot travel unlimited distances, with the exception of science ships. A starship's warp range determines the maximum reach it can move in a given direction. A ship's warp range is determined by its proximity to the nearest starbase. Building starbases will increase our overall warp bubble, allowing our fleets to venture farther into the unknown. Diplomatic constraints, such as other civilizations closing their borders to us, will decrease a starship's warp range. Pay close attention to who allows us to travel freely through their territory. While this map is open, clicking on another civilization's territory can provide some basic information about them. Changing the map mode can reveal different information, such as others' opinions of us, AI attitude, and more. Notifications are small, round icons that appear at the top of the screen to give updates on current events. Open notifications with left-click to make important decisions or to view the actions of the other civilizations in the galaxy. Right-click notifications to dismiss them.
So if I send you to Denobula, will you scan for me?
Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission. Where are you? Aha! Klingon Empire will now support the independence of the Bajoran Republic.
We will do our best to understand you.
Beta Z. Form a commercial pact with the civilization, increase the trade network for value for each empire, and improves the relationship of the U.S. Federation. Yeah, we like the Beta Zeds, I think. I think we like Beta Zeds.
Incoming transmission.
Jolan True.
Romulan Star Empire, we propose to establish mutual embassies. And Romulans really can't be trusted, but if you don't have an embassy, you can't talk and diffuse situations. So we want an embassy with the Romulans, I think. Because I'll to be fair, in Star Trek, I don't think that since the Tome the Tomed incident, I don't think that the Federation has ever been at war with the Romulan Star Empire. So it's been all about the diplomacy. Our entire intelligence community is hard at work attempting to learn the full truth about the Kittimer plot. Ha! Good luck. That shit doesn't get uncovered until, like, season 2 of the Next Generation? Maybe 3? I think 2.
Incoming transmission. We will do our best to understand you.
All right. We propose embassies. Yeah, sure.
Mining stations harvest minerals and strategic resources from the depths of asteroids, planetoids, and other orbiting bodies. Colonies do not need mining stations to access these precious ores, as they already have the necessary infrastructure at surface level. Mining stations must be built inside of our civilization's borders. Construction finished on schedule.
Okay, so we have a mining station at Earth. Well, not Earth, but over here. So you... do I want to build another mining station? I am lacking the resources, but observation post. Okay, I don't want to do that. So we're just going to continue on and gather resources at whatever rate this generates them.
We will do our best to understand you.
Form a research agreement with the Betazoid House. Yeah, why not? How's our science doing? We're researching. Are you actually doing anything? I don't think you are. All right, you're going here. We're still doing research, right? 42 months, 61, 72 months. Yeah, we got a little while on that shit. All right. Oh, look at that. It's set a path. So it's going to... It's surveying! Check that out.
Construction finished on schedule.
Alright, we got some construction. So we got a replicator. It produces... artisans produce deuterium, food, trade value, and amenities. Let's see. We need resources to build up our districts. Agricultural. Let's see what we got. Amenities, housing. Pop housing needs 26, negative 21. Am I low on housing? I can't tell. All right, as soon as I've got the resources, I'm just going to build more housing. I'm pretty sure you can't go wrong with that. All right, and then also it looks like I can get more resources from Venus, so we will... Wait, I have a mining station there already. Mining station on Io. No resources there. Let's go check out. All right, we can get deuterium from there. So I think I might want to, if I'm correct, take our construction. And bring them over here. Scientists assigned to science ships. Do I have my second science ship? I do. All right. Research speed biology, leader let's see, biology, longer lifespan, research speed industry. Okay, I'm going to recruit you. Assign you to the Olympia and send the Olympia over here. Oh, it's not within our boundaries. Okay, so this construction ship is useless right now. Or I might be able to take it after I get done surveying. So we'll just leave this here. Stop. That was that was Starfield. Everybody had been everywhere you'd been in Starfield. There we go. He's going to start surveying now. All right, I don't think I know exactly what to do with the governorship. So you're almost done surveying this system. Let's see what happens after that. So I've got my 2 science ships.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Okay, so how do... Alright, build starbase. No orders. And do I not have materials? No, I have 228. Well, yeah, they're not going to, like, really go into the mechanics of how the Federation, like, their day-to-day bullshit. I'm lacking... Oh, what is this? I don't have enough influence. Okay. Now it makes sense. Alright, so you need to go somewhere else now. Oh, cool. I could just pick survey and then pick the star, and they should just go there and do it. Hey, cool. Rodex. It's a Bajorn ship.
A new tradition to teach us more about ourselves.
Okay, so we're getting in traditions. A curious mind explores the unknown, but a good heart does so peacefully. All right. So I can take defense. We haven't needed to be defensive yet. Research. Commerce, welfare, development, or conquest. I think I'm going to go for research. That seems a very Federation thing to do. It cost me 3,000. What are you? Unity.
Tradition accepted.
All right, it looks like I have to research further into the research tree by spending more points. Are you almost done over here? Yeah, you got several planets to go. Let's speed this up a little bit.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Alright, time to move on. This is what you do in Star Trek. You survey and then you move on. Oh, yeah, if I hit this button, they'll go there and survey it. Yeah. Semeta? Haven't heard of this system. Let's see what's going on over here. Alright, I think they finished surveying the system. Let me check. No, I've got 2 out of 10, not 3 out of 10. So what are you missing? Oh, you're still doing it. I see.
We have surveyed a new star system.
All right, and you're gonna go survey. We'll just go along the Cardassian border here. That seems like a safe thing to do, right? Ural. Abundance of life in our galaxy. We have known that we are not alone in the universe since Zephyr Cochrane's experimental warp flight led to our first contact with the Vulcans. In the 3 centuries since, we have discovered many new sentient and non-sentient alien species, yet only since our recent string of enlightened discoveries have we been able to fully realize the breadth of that abundance and conclude that our galaxy is not merely hospitable to life, but it is a cradle for it. I have played 4X games. I have never managed to get into Stellaris, which is the game this is built on. So, like, it's not a new genre to me, but this is still a very new game with a lot of stuff to look at. Life is the greatest treasure. We will continue to search for new life. All right, so this is I can either get research or credits, and I want to get research. A leader has gained a level. Nice. Yeah, I mean, we're still at the very beginning of the game. I actually feel like I might kind of understand what I'm doing at the moment. I wonder if I should get like a 3rd science ship in here. All right, one of our most capable away teams has landed on the ice-cold and desolated 120 F6. Further research is necessary to determine habitability. Research. Yes, resume previous actions when done. Oh, I have to unpause for shit to actually happen. There we go. So he's 12%. Okay, you can watch him kind of do his thing.
Research model.
Artificial gravity studies, research from mining stations plus 10%. Though ships maintain some zero gravity sections on starships, most are lined with artificial gravity plating. Researching the latest plating and systems is crucial to everyday working of our space vessels. Nice. All right, so energy from mining space plus 10 or yeah, plus 10%. Cutting beam, the continuous plasma break that cuts down even the densest materials. I want research speed. That sound. Oh, cool! It's like the robot chick from Strange New Worlds, kind of. The one that like died the moment she got any characterization. Everybody's like, "Who's this? What's up with this robot chick? She seems cool." And then they gave her 1 episode worth of story and killed her at the end of it. And it's like, what the fuck? Why did you even bother? It was in Discovery, not Strange New Worlds. Discovery. That's the bad show. Oh, as part of also doing this Star Trek, I'm going to be playing Star Trek a lot. Probably not as like my mainstream, but like I'll probably do a lot of off streaming of it. I'm also what are you doing? The Kittimer Report. Our intelligence agents have concluded their investigation into Kittimer Massacre. The colony's planetary defense system was shut down moments before a devastating series of orbital bombardments that ensued. Gee, I wonder who did that. As many of the witnesses were killed, we are lacking first-hand accounts of the incident. However, our agents have managed to locate the logs of the commander in charge of the Kittimer outpost. The notes point towards involvement of the House of Moog. Oh no! Not Moog. Our spies have returned and are preparing to report for the Klingon Empire. Give the logs to the Klingons or destroy the logs. We will leave the Klingons with the information we have gathered. A new spy is recruited. Or we cannot share intelligence that could start a civil war. A new spy is recruited. 50 intel on Klingons. You know what? We're going to give the logs to the Klingons. And they're probably going to blame Moog because they're dicks. Crypto capsule. Okay. Our away team has found a breathable atmosphere on the frosted planet, pointing towards a habitable world. During routine scans, our crew ventured into a cave and we were shocked to discover a cryogenically frozen capsule from Irlan 7 or 4. Among several other Irlanian artifacts, our data confirms that the Irlanians were not spacefaring and went extinct long ago. Traces of their culture on this planet are more than surprising. Opening such an ancient capsule will surely be dangerous. Ooh. As they have been known to release toxic fumes, the temperatures calls for a quick decision. We're going to open the capsule. Oh shit. Our away team managed to pry the capsule open, and at the cost of one of our officers who inhaled toxic fumes emanating from the encasement. A preserved body was found inside the pod-like shell, confirmed to be an Elarnian by our ship's xenobiologists. However, the cryonic preservation of the brain has allowed our scientists to reconstruct its last memories, revealing that a few capable of individuals have indeed been able to create a functioning warp core, escaping moments before a supernova destroyed the planet. This one didn't make it. Let us bury our officer. We must take the capsule with us. We're going to take the capsule. I mean, I killed somebody for that. Nice pee-pee, y'all. What's up, Richard? Anyway, I was thinking about like doing episode reviews of Star Trek, starting with Star Trek: The Next Generation, which is like really the series where I started getting into Star Trek. For me personally, Star Trek goes like Star Trek 2, 3, and 4, the movies, and then The Next Generation, and then everything else I watched later. Child's Play 2 and Hellraiser 2. I don't know if I've watched either of those. I haven't really watched the Hellraiser movies, I don't think, and I don't know which Child's Play movies I have watched. I've seen a few of them. The Forest of Evolution is rich with trees. Our recent studies of newly discovered life forms in our local region of space has led us to reform our previous theories about the incredible diversity of life in the universe. Simply put, there is no problem evolution cannot solve, even when lacking many components once thought to be prerequisites for life to thrive. From just a small percentage of our galaxy we have explored, it is clear that we will find a means to arise wherever possible, often in the most adverse conditions. Diversity is strength. What's that? I think I need that. Influence. Yo, fuck yes. Perplexing. The work of a great minds will be needed to understand these discoveries. Yeah, I want more of whatever this is. We need influence. Do I have enough influence to...
A new tradition to teach us more about ourselves.
We have enough unity for a new tradition. Scientific education is the most basic requirement for galactic civilizations. Curriculums are designed to focus on scientific literacy from an early age. Laws are based on the latest data and theoretical models. Scientists are celebrated and given high place. Ooh, all scientists gain additional traits.
Tradition accepted.
So let's check our science nerds. Oh. Survey speed. You should be on a starship. All right, so I need to reassign one of these people. You should... All right, you're doing research speed, anomaly discovery chance, anomaly research speed. Yeah, you should definitely be on a starship. Do you want me to find a link to the Ghostbusters Hellraiser episode? No, I'm well aware of it. There's like a whole video about it. Yeah, I've got 2 links to it right here. I'll mess with that later. But yeah, if you just look up Ghostbusters Hellraiser in YouTube, you'll find 2 videos immediately about it. Hey, Alexander. All right. Research speed, biology. Yeah, he should... Okay, you're doing research. Who's my other surveyor? What do you do? Research speed. Okay. You need to be a researcher. Yeah, definitely.
We have surveyed a new star system.
All right. So we finished surveying this one. Ooh. IKS. That is Klingon. It's a Klingon science ship. That's to be expected because they're right here. Oh, would you look at that? We are surveying Wolf 359. I don't suppose anybody's particularly familiar with Wolf 359. Nobody's heard of that name before.
Testing protocols.
Officer production 10%. Nice. All right, we're doing new research. Are you the person that needs to leader research? Yeah, you need to... How do I reassign you? I think I have to go to one of the ships. Not you. You. Yeah, you got research speed, so I want to put... Alright, and then if I go over here, you've got research speed, and then Physics, society, engineering. Interesting. All right, so I want you automated living spaces. Unlearning the ways of synthesize. Unsynthesized. Oh, okay. Real food center. Central habitation. Cultural celebration holidays heritage site. You know what? We're going to get real food. Biocrop fundamentals. All right. So our surveys should be going faster because we've got the right person doing them now. Survey speed 25%. Anomaly research speed. Yeah, we want this person. Research new worlds. Yeah, this is the right person. Hey, Auntie Meow. Jean-Luc is still himself. This is a long time before Jean-Luc took command of the Enterprise. We are still in the year that the Kittimer massacre took place. This should not have Robo Picard because they very specifically stated they didn't include anything from Discovery or Picard in this game because those ships were, or those shows were ongoing. So they didn't want to like conflict with the plots of those shows, so they just ignored them completely.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Yeah, Romulans are over here. They just attacked Kittimer. The Klingons are exploring. Cardassia's over here. Bajoran independence is being heavily supported throughout the quadrant. And we are surveying subspace disturbance. Our remote monitors are showing a massive subspace disturbance passing through the neutral zone. The disturbance is moving at alarming speeds, indicating a species with warp capability. Typically, subspace communications of this magnitude have only been observed when orders are sent to large fleet of starships. Yet our long-range scans detect no interstellar fleets. Monitor unusual activity. Proof of the existence of intelligent species beyond those here in the Alpha and Beta Quadrant revolutionizes our present cosmological knowledge. So I can either get... Is that science? I can get research or I can get unity. I kind of want unity.
A new tradition to teach us more about ourselves.
All right. So does this mean I can build a starbase now? It does. Ferengi also first contacted in the Next Generation. Almost nothing was known about them during that period. Deep Space Nine is where we actually got to interact with the Ferengi a lot more, and we got to see what their culture actually was. Should I be doing anything with Earth right now? Okay, so increasing my city district, and that pretty much used all my resources. Cool. Hey, well, my scientists gained a level. Nice.
Discovery logged.
A hermetically sealed biopad has been located on a dry underground groundwater pocket on Wolf 359. We're going to research, and hopefully nobody fucking dies this time.
Construction finished on schedule.
All right, build a mining station. Get that deuterium.
Research modeled.
All right, leader has gained a level. Gained a level. Gained a level.
New technology has passed testing protocols.
Sweet. Building costs minus 15%. District costs minus 15%. I'm sure that'll come in very handy. Let's see. You should be researching biology. Physics, society, engineering. Fuck it. I don't have a biology. Extra minerals, a component power core. Replicator halls. I want more minerals. The hermetically sealed biopod located in a dry underground mapa has been found intact. X-ray scans directed at the tinted glass have identified that it contains a preserved biome, no doubt belonging to the lifeless planet. Curiously, it appears that the biome itself is alive and sentient. Sentient biome. Well, the problem with that, Auntie Meow, is Star Trek the Next Generation featured the first holodeck on a starship. It was relatively new technology to the majority of people, but unfortunately, they showed off a holodeck in Star Trek Enterprise. So we know that holotechnology has been around since the days of Captain Archer, who came before Captain Kirk. So the timeline's a little confused on like when holodecks were actually introduced to Starfleet. Maybe they were just so impractical that they didn't actually use them yet. It appears the biome itself is alive and sentient, directing electrical signals at our communication devices in attempt to establish first contact. Confirms that opening the capsule would restore a powerful entity in the form of a living biome and see the habitable. Okay. Open it or send it to our lab. Oh my god. We can gain terraforming technology or get a new colonized world. I feel like I want a colonized world. That also it also seems wrong to to just hijack the life form, a sentient species. So yeah. Starfleet is broadcasting a set of personal logs to the entire United Federation of Planets. The message has been flagged as a communique of the highest importance. As we embark on another faraway mission to the Gamma Quadrant, I yearn for my dearest Titus. Not a day goes by that I do not think of. A professor by the name of Edward Full of Starfleet Academy has sent out a report that contains a new suggestion that security measures protect our central library, Memory Alpha. The report proposes a rigorous training program for all occupants of the library so that they may be better equipped to resist mind control effects, citing the Zetarian massacre on Memory Alpha as a catalyst for proposal. Professor Full assures the program will give the Federation an advantage should mind control ever be used on the occupants again. Alright. They're students, not military personnel. This will give us some science. That will give us some unity. You know what? I want to mine Memory Alpha is important. We should treat it as such.
Construction finished on schedule.
We are organic life forms with short, temporary lives. The abundance and diversity of life planet in the small sliver of the galaxy provides that we are not unique, but one of countless other species, all gazing upon the same ocean of stars, asking the same questions about our existence and our place in the universe. Most of our civilizations find this prospect awe-inspiring. But there are some who have shown a marked insistence on cleaving to outdated anthropocentric ideas. Anthropocentric. We move forward together. We will use this to our advantage.
Incoming transmission. We will do our best to understand you.
I wasn't done with that, though. I didn't click anything. Betazoid migration treaty. Our populations will be able to fight. Yeah, we like betazoids. Oh, I've got a tradition available. Okay, so anomaly discovery chance 15%, research speed 5%, spies. I believe you really want to find anomalies in this game, so I'm going to increase that. All right. No orders. You need orders. What about you over here? Are you doing anything useful?
We have surveyed a new star system.
One of our ships just kind of went missing in action. Okay. Weird. Well, Auntie Meow, you don't really have to worry too much about that because, while life might be abundant in the universe, time is not. We have probably missed contact with other intelligent civilizations by billions of years. We don't know how long a civilization might actually last, but given the vast interstellar differences, like in you know the amount of distances you have to travel, it's very unlikely that two intelligent civilizations will exist during the same time period and have figured out like faster than light travel to visit other species. That's the very unlikely part in my mind.
Research modeled. New technology has passed testing protocols.
Oh shit, I created AI? Fuck, that's never good. Alright. Physics. Allows travel through warp highways. Ooh, that might be good. Energy from mining stations plus 10%. Unlocks components. You know what? Let's get an auto cannon or two. There is actually a very good chance that we are aliens. Wait. These motherfuckers went through a black hole. Okay, so I guess I want another science ship. Let's science ship, what's this? Colony ship, construction ship, science ship. What is the Miranda, though? It's just very likely that life developed on another planet where, like, tardigrades, water bears. Anyway, tardigrades are known to be able to withstand extreme environments.
Mission log updated.
So, like, something like a tardigrade could have evolved on Ceres. If you're familiar with the planet Ceres, it's kind of a exploded planet. That's that asteroid belt is actually made out of the planet Ceres, I believe. It is. So if that planet happened to have life on it when it detonated, some of that life could have wound up on the Earth. In fact, I believe it's a very good possibility that the moon might be a chunk of Ceres. So, like, you've got a definitely exploded planet in our solar system. A piece of that probably went to the Earth, became our moon, because we know our moon impacted with the Earth. And that could be where life actually came from. Two colliding ice gas giants. I'm sure that will take a long time. I have not seen that yet, though. The USS Resolute was attacked by a hostile structure while researching the Beaufort Next. Though badly damaged, the vessel was able to narrowly escape. Initial reports show the crew's brave actions may have disabled or possibly destroyed whatever it was that attacked them. Our long-range scans reveal the structure's wreckage is likely still present in the Beaufort vortex system. With survivors are being debriefed, we should locate the evidence and analyze it. Is that this place? All right. Where's my new ship? That's not a ship. Alright, research speed, no. Anomaly discovery chance, yes. Lifespan, discovery chance, research speed. And... Ooh. Alright. Wow, we're getting a lot of Andorians.
Federation News Bulletin.
Hey, that was Crusher. I didn't even look at her first. I just kind of caught her out of the corner of my eye. There we go. The Dauntless. Skatermus. I've got a construction ship over here doing like jack shit, I think. Alright, so you need to... build a starbase at Wolf 359 with that nice inhabited planet. Or, yeah, that nice ass planet. Cool. That's where you're going.
We have surveyed a new star system. Discovery logged.
Anomaly. Rugged grasslands, the lowlands of Scadomus 2 are covered by swaths of tall, fuzzy grass whose camouflaging properties make it difficult for our sensors to properly scan for life forms. Research it. Don't know if they might not destroy the starbase. They destroyed the fleet at Wolf 359, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily fought here. Because the goal wasn't to go to Wolf 359. Wolf 359 just happened to be... Actually, let's take a look here. Earth, Wolf 359, which means that the Borg came from somewhere over here. Because Wolf 359 was directly on the path to Sol, which is where they were going. The fleet just caught up with them at Wolf 359, so they wouldn't have necessarily met at the starbase because the Borg had no interest in attacking the starbase. They wanted Earth.
Research a new tradition to teach us more about ourselves. New technology has passed testing protocol.
Unsynthesized food centers. All right. You are researching administrative capacity, prosperity accords, medical clinics. That feels like it might be important.
Construction finished on schedule.
All right, so you need to build a mining station. Or I want a colony ship now. Shipyards. We're going to make it a human planet. Thank you. All right, so we have a colony ship, so we should be able to colonize now that we have a starbase, I think. I don't know if the starbase is actually required for colonization. It's necessary for like mining and shit.
Research modeled. New technology has passed testing protocols.
All right, so automated construction. Fuck, 50% is a big number. I am definitely getting that. Oh, new traditions available. welfare, conquest, defense. We're going to adopt a welfare system.
Tradition accepted.
Over commerce. So we can't get commerce anymore. We can't get development. You can either get one or the other. All right. So we've got extra population from that. Capital buildings on non-homeworld systems. Okay, so there you get more from non-homeworld construction as well, which is nice. Oh, are there 2 habitable planets? Yes, there are. Oh, there she is, boys. I knew it. I knew she'd pop up. I have a lot to say about this character. I get the feeling most people in that like Star Trek hate this bitch. And I've got a very interesting opinion about the her appearances on Star Trek The Next Generation. Which I need to start reviewing episodes. That's what I need to do to talk about this stuff. A promising Starfleet officer named Alania Nechayev has been nominated for promotion. A veteran of many important missions, Nechayev's record indicates she's a quick thinker who will perform admirably on and off the field. All right. I'm going to recruit her now. Like, I think she gets a really bad rap in the show. It's because every time she shows up, she causes problems, like for Picard. And in a couple, like in one instance, like
Finished on schedule.
Nechayev was snowballed, Jellicoe was snowballed. Like the Cardassians played them like a fucking fiddle, and they were really at fault for everything that happened during that episode. It was a two-parter. But Nechayev, she also orders Picard to go remove the Native Americans from the planet they had settled on. And she also sent them into another situation. And I get the feeling that the reason why Nechayev keeps picking Captain Picard for these really shit assignments, for the most part, is because she knows he will do what he thinks is right, and he will defy her. She bitched him out for not committing genocide against the Borg. But that's kind of the reason why she has him around, I believe, is because he will do what he believes to be right, even if it pisses off everybody else in the Federation. Picard doesn't give a fuck about that. He's going to follow the Federation standards and practices and whatever. We're going to construct another starbase, maybe? Okay, I am lacking in influence. What are you doing? Oh, right. You're researching. No, you have no orders? investigating. We'll get you set up to take that spot there. I don't think I really want Rhodex or Ural, even though they're close to Bajor. Yeah, like, so in the case of when she sent Picard to deal with the Native American situation, basically... Oh, right, you're not doing anything in this system yet. Basically what I got out of that was, like, they had a conversation, and he's like, you know, he's saying, hey, we need more time, there's stuff going on we need to consider. And then she replies to him like, yeah, I brought that up, and I was shot down. And that's the conversation where I decided that she's probably not actually a bad guy. She is just in the position where she has to carry out all these various treaties and shit. Her hands are tied. She has to pick somebody like Picard's. Go. You need to go deal with this situation. And she's probably, by the time it gets to Picard, she's probably already exhausted every possible chance to do the right thing. But now she has to give the orders to go do something, so she gives them to somebody who might not exactly follow the exact orders he was given. Which, you know, Nechayev seems like she might be a much better person than people think of her. And you would think that she's a shitty person if all you see it, she comes on board the Enterprise and she's like, Picard, I need you to give over your ship and go get fucking kidnapped by Cardassians. Also tortured. All right, Warp Highway sounds good. So I don't know if that's an intentional part of her characterization or not. There's a lot of stuff that happens in Star Trek that I don't think is intended, but it becomes part of the story because, you know, you've got one event, you got a second event, and there's got to be other events connecting between like quite often. You know, you can extrapolate like this happened and then this happened. Like, there's an episode of Deep Space Nine where Chief O'Brien is on an undercover mission to infiltrate the Orion Syndicate, because the Orion Syndicate has they got a list of Starfleet intelligence agencies that were investigating them, and they killed them. They killed something like 5 intelligence officers. And if you follow along with the plot of that, you wind up realizing that Worf is to blame for everything that's happening. Because when alright, so the way that they got this list is they bribed somebody who, a Federation officer who controlled the weather on Risa. Well, so this mafia guy goes to Risa and it's raining there. And then he's like, so I bribed the guy who ran the weather control system to change the weather so it was nicer. But Risa has controlled weather. Why would anybody wind up on a part of the planet where it's raining? Like, they wouldn't do that. Which means that this guy had to have been visiting at the exact same time that Worf took over the Ryzian planetary weather grid and made it rain. And then the guy who controlled the weather, he actually couldn't do shit. Worf turned off the device himself. So this Mafia guy, the Orion Syndicate guy, you know, he's thinking, oh, the bribe worked. So then he winds up forming a relationship with the guy who controls the weather on Ryza. He just bribed him. Now this guy's corrupt. And he winds up getting the list off of this guy of, you know, he winds up finding about Federation security officers. It's all directly because Worf had to go fuck up everybody's vacation. That's the only way this could have happened. And I seriously doubt it was intended, but if you think about it logically, this is what must have happened for these events to take place. It doesn't rain on Ryza. The weather is controlled. It rains when they say it rains. There's a bunch of cool little shit like that where there's an event and then there's a later event, and you just realize, wait, these two things are very connected. They have to be.
This is our spy ship, a stealth vessel engineered to navigate through space undetected and asymmetrically defend Federation interests. Its warp range extends through the borders of any civilization we have contacted. These vessels travel covertly through other civilizations' territory for the purposes of espionage, such as gathering intel or conducting off-record operations.
All right, so we want... Let's send our spy ship to Bajor. And there's a lot of cool things like that. And there's also a lot of episodes where if you watch the episode, you can tell that you've already seen this episode before because it is a rewritten plot of a different episode. I don't want this fucking planet. There's nothing habitable here. Oh, speaking of, do I have a colony ship yet? Okay, Chicago, you are going to colonize Wolf 359. Resist the urge to call it something really stupid. Deep Space Nine is fantastic because it it's the one with it's just got the most development of the species. It's got the most character development, I think. It really does a lot to define the Star Trek universe. Voyager doesn't really do that because it's like, you know, it's one and done. They meet a civilization and they fuck off. That show should have been about a flotilla. They should have gotten stranded and they should have been recruiting a whole bunch of ships like Neelix, and then like just been adding to a small fleet that are all heading towards the Alpha Quadrant. Like, that would have been super cool.
We will do our best to understand you.
A protection pact with Beta Z? Sure. We don't have to worry about Bajor getting attacked until the Dominion War. They get fucked up hard. Hey, what's up, Camelot? All right, let's go into Cardassian space. Let's see what we can do with this ship. Dude. All right. Torres got the worst. She got the worst treatment. Like, first off, she is a very non-Klingon Klingon. But her racist ass husband, Tom Paris, every time he's talking about her, it's like, well, you're not interested in anything unless it involves Klingon pain sticks, or that, like, he keeps referring to her culture that she doesn't really even participate in. He also kept pointing out that Chakotay is a fucking Indian. Like, we know he's a Native American, dude. Like, shut up about it. Tom Paris is he's a shit character. I don't like him. But yeah, Torres, like, she just got to be angry all the time. They fucked up her wedding by doing it in the episode with the weird clones.
We will do our best to understand you.
Why are we breaking?
We will do our best to understand you.
Our current relationships with nearby envoys are our actors abroad.
They can be assigned to make first contact with other civilizations or to engage in diplomacy with those we have already established communications with.
Can I just close this window? I don't want to do that. The whole reason why they treated Voyager the way they did was because they wanted people to just be able to tune in, understand what's happening in the episode, and not have to worry about anything else. And unfortunately, that doesn't make for a good TV show. It's terrible for storytelling. Yeah, like by the end of the series, the Voyager should have been heavily modified. It should have had a ton of like Borg components. It should have had components from half a dozen species. It should not have looked like the Voyager that it started as. Cheers. The only person that was really mean to anybody was the bartender. While exploring the fuzzy grasslands of Skedimus 2, an away team made a startling discovery. A humongous furry life form yelped and took flight as our away team approached it. The oval rug-like animal had been perfectly camouflaged by the grass. Oh, that's right. We were doing the survey thing. No eyes or any other features could be discerned from its golden fur, only a grinning mouth. It circled our away team several times before dropping to a lower altitude and letting out a gleeful yip. Then part of it began to Wag. It wants to play. Find something for it to chew on. I guess I should have found something for it to chew on. I don't think anything really happened there.
We have surveyed a new star system.
Rapenthe. So this is where Kirk got imprisoned in, I want to say, Star Trek 5? 6? 6. It would have been the 6th one, I think. Yeah, this is a Klingon prison planet.
We will do our best to understand you.
All right, you go survey another system. You know what? Let's keep out of the Klingon territories. Not how the game works. Uh-oh. Our away team met the challenge of playing with the humongous rug-like life form that emerged from the grasses with patience and ingenuity. However, the life form didn't seem to understand the concept of reciprocal play. Pause, please. It ate the soccer balls we threw in its direction. It also would not retrieve the Ambo Jitsu training stick we launched into the grasses for a game of fetch. But instead flew around with it proudly clutching his jaw. Ambu Jitsu, really? After an hour of these failed attempts, the life form was returned to the grasses that had it could not be found again. The only sign that was there at all is a deep, contented snoring. All right, so I got a bunch of energy credits. Is this a trinary star system? It is. I bet this is resource. It should be resource rich because it's got a ton of energy going on there. Envoys are actors abroad. First contact, blah blah. I've already established communications with. Are you doing anything useful? All right, I set you to automatic and you decided you want to go somewhere else. Okay.
Discovery logged.
A space shuttle in orbit around Scadamus 4 is emitting a blinding multitude of colored beams. The chromatic vessel is unresponsive, though signs of life have been detected. We're gonna fucking research. We do research, baby. How am I doing on this? 9 out of 10. We're almost there. All right, so this has got a long way to go. The silent alarm has been triggered in Seoul. Don't know what that means.
Discovery logged.
Holodeck pocket dimension? During shore leave on Preox 1, a routine sparring exercise in one of our science ships' holodecks led to an ensign of ours to happen on a growing pocket dimension created by a tear in the hologrid. Nothing bad can happen when you're on the holodeck. Come over here so that you can build a starbase. None of the Star Treks were planned out. Even Deep Space Nine they had no idea that the founders were going to be the bad guys until like season 6 or some shit. They had no idea how they were going to wrap up the show. They didn't have any real plan, I don't think. Because a lot of the main characters in Deep Space Nine are actors who played a part once and did it so good that they became recurring characters. Kai Wynn, Gul Dukat, Garrick, Wei Yun. All of these guys, they got cast to do one episode. And they became some of the biggest characters in the show. Upon beaming aboard the shuttle in orbit around Scadamus 4, our team was greeted by a group of transparent humanoid life forms guarding what seemed to be a dormant chromatic vortex. Scans indicate that the vortex is composed of remnant triolic energy that has distorted the space-time continuum. The distortion has created a colorful portal to an alternate dimension, but is quickly closing. The lifeforms communicate with our away team telepathically, reporting that they are travelers from an alternate dimension who have run out of energy to keep their gateway open. Despite being technologically advanced, the lifeforms are nonetheless stuck in our galaxy, and their future depends on the Dauntless. O'Brien didn't have a fucking first name for, I think, the entire first year of the show. Yeah, O'Brien just happened. He was in the first episode. His name was O'Brien. It wasn't Chief. It wasn't Miles. It was just O'Brien. And he had very little to do in that episode. But, yeah, he just... I don't know. He was just good. Detain them for study. Where are we? Cardassians? Scan the vortex from afar. We're going to resupply the vortex. It's going to cost us a shitload. But that seems like the Federation thing to do. Alright, we should be almost done with Scadamus. We got a habitable world here. We got some energy. Worf. Yeah, Worf wasn't even supposed to be in the show. They didn't want to do Klingons, and Roddenberry reluctantly allowed a Klingon character just to show that progress had been made between the Federation and Klingon Empire. Worf was not supposed to be on the show. And also, Tasha Yar, Denise Crosby, changed the future of Star Trek The Next Generation by quitting. They were going to fire Deanna Troi. She was done. She was being cut from the show, and right before they did it, Denise Crosby announced that she was quitting, and they didn't want to cut both the characters, so Troi got a stay of execution. Deanna Troi actually has one of the most fascinating and I think one of the best character arcs in Star Trek The Next Generation. And it's barely noticeable, but because she started off as such a shitty character, she gets a whole lot of moments of growth throughout the show. And she forms relationships that people like don't seem to understand, like her relationship with Worf, which is, in my mind, it actually makes perfect sense that those two would get together, because she was acting kind of as a mother to Alexander whenever he was around. So Worf would have kind of started seeing her as his mate, and then he got the idea from an alternate dimension. Scanning the rift caused the holodecks grid. It has become clear that the omnidirectional holograph diodes that have given way to reveal a concentrate of altered hollow matter. With a high number of manipulated photons and the expanding tear, an illusion of substance has dissipated, leaving behind only true matter. A physicist aboard the ship tentatively called the rift a new kind of hollow dimension, believing it to be much more than a pocket in the universe. Alright, so that gives us a bunch of whatever this is. Unity, which is really good. Analyze the hollow dimension for science. That's a lot of science. I'll take the science. Oh god, there's more to this story. Troi is amazing for a couple of reasons, and not one of those reasons is, one of those reasons is definitely her mother. People hate that character, but I think she is one of the best characters on the show, just because every time she shows up, she is literally... Picard is not afraid of the Borg, he's not afraid of Romulans, he's not afraid of a fucking thing. Except for Lwaxana Troi. He runs and hides every fucking time she shows up. It's amazing. I don't think she started wearing her uniform until it It was, I want to say season 6 or 7. It was the Captain Jellicoe episode. Captain Jellicoe, she came to say, hey, you're being kind of a dick, and the crew aren't really responding to that. And he's like, you know what? Why don't you take care of that? And also, while you're on top of that, why don't you put on a real fucking uniform? It's not Casual Friday. We don't have that. There's no Friday in space. What was first thought to be a growing pocket of dimension caused by a tear in the grid of one of the USS Olympia's holodecks was found to be an apple-sized microdimensional portal caused by an abnormality in space-time. God, I can't read. Our crew has discovered that it leads to a mostly fascinating aquatic world composed of ocean and air only. Analyzing its properties, our scientists noticed that the salty seawater splashing from the portal could not exist long in our holodeck, dissipating when beyond its threshold. Accessing the world proved impossible, but our scientists discovered that the portal works much like a spyglass peering into this other dimension. Although the portal will one day close, for now we will be able to conduct research on the aquatic world. In the meantime, we have opened another holodeck in an unused ready room. What, they just turned a ready room into a holodeck? What the fuck? Oh, we get extra research for a couple months. Nice. You're still surveying. As far as everyone knew, they died under a certain sudden appearance kind of screwed the whole character. Heroic end. Who? Oh, are you talking about, yeah, Tasha Yar's, like, her story's really bad because Tasha Yar comes from the sexual abuse planet, and she got murdered, and then they brought her back to be sexually abused. To, like, she got captured, and then she had a daughter with somebody that she doesn't like. She had a daughter with a Romulan. So, like, her whole arc was to escape the sexual abuse planet, only to wind up having an unwanted child and getting murdered by that child. All right, so anomaly discovery chance 20%, research speed 10%. Okay, I don't know how to get a new mission, even though resolve. All right. Research anomalies, 5 out of 5. I think I've actually done that. And what will we get for that? Something. Build the Enterprise. The time has come for a new flagship to lead Starfleet's endeavors. The USS Enterprise D recently passed its shakedown voyage from the Utopia Planitia Fleet Yard and will be the 5th vessel to bear this name, and will be helmed by the decorated Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I need a fuckload of alloys. Have I been spending my money? I think I've got a shitload of money here. Your alloys, right? I don't think I have nearly enough. Yeah, I'm not even halfway there. Shit. I just spent all my money. Whatever. You, go survey something. That's another black hole. I hope I... Wait, did you show back up? The Resolute is back. What do you know? All right. Are you building a thing? There we go. Fuck ton is more than a shitload. Definitely. Alright, building a starbase in Skadamus. You are surveying Long Fall.
Research modeled. New technology has passed testing protocols.
By marking which regions within a highway are high in subspace fluctuation, we are able to determine the best course of action for safe passage. New research. Fuck yeah, survey speed plus 33%. Like, that's not even a question. Leader experience gains 25%. Unlocks clearing tile blockers. Okay, so this looks like it's going to make it possible to do things that we cannot do. So we definitely want that one. Beta Zeta. Oh, Betazoid. Can you imagine all the species that met Riker and think that humans just want to dick down? Like, that is our reason for existing, is to try to sleep with everything possible?
We have surveyed a new star system.
You're not done with that.
A new tradition to teach us more about ourselves.
You're surveying that. There we go. Gravitons. Okay, I definitely want to build something there. We're just going to go... We'll keep on heading towards Beta Z here. Hey, the Riker maneuver is awesome. Especially because he had a bad back and it helped him sit down. Hey, look, we've got kind of a path now. Kastara.
Discovery logged. Construction finished on schedule.
All right. I'm too much of a fucking nerd. Curlin archaeology. The Curlin Escar was the really, really, really crazy, super awesome artifact that Picard geeked out of when in the episode where they discovered that all life was planted by one species. And that's actually like the reason all the species in the Alpha Quadrant can interbreed. And also, I think the Beta Quadrant as well. Though Romulans, of course, are not native to the Beta Quadrant. They are previous Vulcans, come from the planet Vulcan. But yeah, the Kurlan Neskar, yeah, it was basically nesting dolls. Yeah, that might be one of the best episodes. I'm getting a craving for a smoke. Orbital scans of Preox C have detected the presence of an abundance of Kurlan ruins. The civilization went extinct millennia ago, making archaeological find rare, but it's worth a shot. No, we're definitely checking this shit out. Yeah, actually, in my headcanon, the precursors weren't actually dying. They were changing into a different species. And in my headcanon, they became the Dominion, the shapeshifters. And that's only because the exact same actor who played that character played the female changeling.
Federation News Bulletin. Federation hero.
The campaign to elect a new president is underway. Through hard work and experience, scientist Lucia Patel has developed new skills. I'm trying to see if I can recognize anybody else in the background. Species 8472 is a huge disappointment. They should have had no trouble defeating Voyager because they're like the ultimate biological hybrid, but the fucking Voyager had biological components. It was disabled by a hunk of cheese. Species 8472 should have been able to easily take over the Voyager because it ran on bio components. Not biomechanical. I don't think it's biomechanical. I think they were fully organic components, which they would have been at the fucking mercy of 8472.
Research modeled.
All right, we'll get the energy there. What's my colony ship doing? Colonizing planet. Okay, so it's not there yet. Fromunda. It was Fromunda cheese. Oh, it was Neelix. It could have been anything. Neelix was a creepy, creepy character. Oh, I thought they were going to play it. Dun, 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 dun. Where's my ships at? This is a very interesting looking system. A lot of debris. Yeah, he was just trying to make some cheese for, I want to say Tom Paris? Or it was either for Kim or Paris. God, Kim, there is a shitty character. He was an ensign for the entire run of the show.
tradition accepted.
Customizable living spaces. Okay. The Doctor was easily the best character. He's the only one who really got a character arc. Yes, Dan, that's exactly how that works. The Battle of Wolf 359 would not have happened if there was not a Wolf 359. That is the best logic I've ever heard. All right, you're doing your thing. Who else is doing you? What are you doing? You'll be done quickly. Engineering research. Oh, I've got an open research thing. The Intrepid class. Impulse engines, leader experience, entertainers produce alloys? I want the Intrepid class. I thought the Intrepid... What the fuck was the Intrepid class? Because that looks like the Voyager. All right, we elected a new president. Hooray! Intact Curlin Niskos. The investigating crew of the USS Olympia did not disappoint in the search for Curlin artifacts. Searching through the ruins on Preox C, our xenoarchaeologists discover an intact 3rd Dynasty Curlin Nisko. That's exactly the one that Picard had. It was 3rd Dynasty. They couldn't say 4th. They couldn't say 2nd. This has to be the exact statue that Picard had. Display it at the Starfleet Archive Museum. Sell it? No, I want the Science and the Unity. We're not selling it. What's my construction? Is my construction ship doing anything useful? No, you're a survey ship. Where's my construction? All right, you're building a mining station.
Finished on schedule.
You're done building a mining station. Oh, right. I want to build something at Longfall. I don't think I can build... Oh, I can't build a black hole. Just at stars. All right, that's going to make it kind of hard to get those materials. I think we might take Rurapenthe and get those resources.
We have surveyed a new star system.
I don't have the influence to expand. That's right. You gained a level, which is always nice. All right, go survey something else. That's your job. We'll make our way to Beta Z. Alright, I really have to figure out what the hell you do with some of these ships. Because they're just kind of sitting there, and I feel like they shouldn't be. I have no idea what the hell the alerts mean either. Dude, Star Trek Picard Season 3, the Enterprise had a real Lacars system. They had to fake it in the original show. I believe it was actually cheaper to install touchscreens and create the actual Lacars system than it would have been to just, like, make the props. So, all of that actually existed in the set for Picard Season 3. It's the only actually cool thing about that show. Is that shit really existed. Science ships are doing science.
Discovery logged.
Carnivorous jungle. Carnivorous flora capable of mimicking their prey have been observed. Yeah, you're... Go get eaten by the carnivorous jungle. I'm sure nothing bad could happen. Our spy ship is doing something.
We've settled a new world.
You know what? Does our governor's ship have, like, automatic fleet stance? No. No, it doesn't have... Oh, we established Wolf 359. Nice. So does that mean I have a colony ship available, or... You know what? The ship probably got dismantled to become the colony. I think that's how they wind up doing it. Night.
You have a little boy.
I have a little boy. Let's save. Aww. Aww. Come back. Are you back? Meow. Meow. Come here. Come on. So what happened is Flash went to the vet today. He will be getting his balls snipped next week. And right when we were trying to get him into the cat carrier, this cat's way too fucking smart. So he saw the cat carrier, he freaked the fuck out. When I was trying to get him in there, he scratched Mom, so he got his claws trimmed. And he just tried to jump up on my chair. He loves climbing on chairs, but he, you guys probably saw him, I think, for like a half a second, trying desperately to hold on to the back of my chair, but his claws aren't sharp anymore. So, yeah, he just kind of fell off the chair. Poor guy. Hopefully he calms down a little bit, because he is a unholy fucking terror right now. I think I know how to play this game now, and I like it. It's not. It is very different from the other games that I've played on this channel, but first off, it's Star Trek. I obviously have an encyclopedic knowledge of the subject, if not like a mastery over this particular game system. But anything that happens in this game, I have a reference for it, because, like, honestly, the only movie I haven't watched was the really bad Star Trek Next Generation movie with the other Picard, Tom Hardy. No, he has not been declawed. He is not getting declawed. We trimmed his nails. We got some other kittens declawed a long time ago. Like, we used to get our cats declawed, but two of them, one especially, came out of the surgery like really fucking mental. And we think it was we think that declawing him, like either knocking him out or whatever, something made him really, really mental. So the 2D bother, I enjoy it. The 2D representation of a galactic map might be a little bit odd, but mostly galaxies are two-dimensional because, you know, it's a disc, not a round shape. But yeah, we don't get our cats declawed. We probably wouldn't bother with spaying or neutering, except for female cats are very, very obnoxious when they aren't spayed, and male cats will mark everything if they're not spayed. So in both cases, it's something that we just have to do if we want to have an indoor pet. But the declawing, yeah, like, we just don't do declawing now. What's today? It's Thursday. Cuddly didn't go live. Cuddly usually plays on Thursdays. I don't know. Fantavision might go live. I don't see anybody I know live, I don't think, unless Monkey Fish just happens to still be live. Is Monkey Fish live? Because he was playing Jackbox earlier. Wait, how come I can't find Monkey Fish? There he is. No, he finished. All right. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this Star Trek. Like, obviously they paid attention to the show. So I can't wait to see what else pops up in this game. It's been interesting so far. A lot of cool references. Still trying to figure everything out, but I think I've got I've got some of it down. All right, guys. Good night.